Welcome to the We Are the 99 podcast. It's your boy Cancer Cannabis, man. Today I have a very special guest today. Who do I have with me on the line today?
What's up, bro? To OG Kenny Thunder right here. Good morning.
Good morning, man. First off, man, I want to start off with saying Kenny Thunder is a author out of Bakersfield, California. He ended up writing his book called Introduction. And basically, today what we're going to talk about is I want to ask Kenny questions such as like how did he get started out as an author? How did he skip the publishing process? And what advice would he end up giving to like people who are future authors? Because as you guys know, Kenny is from Bakersfield. You know, as far as I know, he's one of the first authors from out here, period. You know, so that really caught my interest, man. So I'm going to give you the mic, Kenny.
No, right. Well, thank you for the mic. Thank you for your introduction. Well, can you hear me correctly? Can you hear me goodly?
Yeah, I can.
Well, the first question answers how did I start writing my book was I've been going through a lot in my head. I've always been a writer ever since a kid, writing poetry. Like they locked me in my cell as a juvenile by myself. So I just started writing poetry, rapping in my head, rapping out loud, putting on concerts on my show. So I always knew I was gifted with words, but I kind of always wanted to write a book, a poetry book specifically. But anyways, it was like 2019. I was in transfer center in Oklahoma. Me and my celly were chopping it up. And he was like, oh, he had a crazy case. He had a bunch of time for his crazy case. He had a crazy lifestyle. And he's like, hey, I want to write a book about my life. And I was like, shit, I want to write a book too. So that day when they only opened 4 doors at a time. So that day when they opened the door, I ran out there, grabbed a whole big old stack of papers, all the boxes of pencils. And as soon as they locked us up, 45 minutes later, I started writing my book. But before we went in, I got on the phone with my sister, and we were just talking. And she's like, "What's up, bro?" I was like, "What's up?" She's like, "How are you? How are you?" I was like, "I'm good." She's like, "What are you going on? You're about 27, 28th year doing that shit?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "You ain't tired of it yet?" And I was like, "I've been." She's like, "Why do you keep going in here? What do you do, bro?" They don't really never know why I go to jail because we live apart. So I was like, "I'll tell you about it." And so when I went to my cell, they closed the door, and I just turned around and told my cell, "I'm all right." I sat down on the desk and I just sat down and I just freestyled it, bro. And the first thing that came out was I remember the exact day I was separated from my immediate family, my 3 sisters and 2 brothers.
And that's when you guys ended up getting in that car ride and they gave you a jacket, right?
No, it was my favorite jacket.
Your favorite jacket.
And I would wear it every day, but I left it at home that day because it wasn't cold. But when I got in the car, I noticed my dad was like taking it to the trunk. So I already knew what was going on, fool, because like I said, I got into a dispute with my uncle and aunt the night before. I don't know, maybe it's just me or maybe you're going to take this the wrong way, but like I told my sister the other day, like some event, something that was going to happen, and it's unfolding exactly the way I told her months ago. And I said, like, I see the future thing, bro, or I don't know, for some reason I could anticipate things, and it's just
discernmentship in a way, you know, like sometimes people want to say you're making up scenarios in your head or whatever, but it's just discernmentship.
No, it's like I know the law of attraction and manifestation and faith is real, and the power of the mind is real, because like I draw whatever I bring to me, bro. Like, you know, man, I know that. Like I've drawn all, like my life. This is gonna sound funny, but like throughout my entire prison life and the history of prison, there was never at any given point that I went more than 2 or 3 days without having a double mattress. That's in the shoe. That's in places that don't even have mattresses. Like,
and what does that mean, man? Like, there's a lot of people listening. They probably never been to jail or prison. What does that mean? A double mattress?
Just means two mattresses, thicker mattress. Because I have a real big problem. I don't know how these dudes sleep on their mattresses, but I can't do it, bro. Like, so I need to sleep comfortable. And the way I sleep is because I'm in my bed, especially in the shoe. I'm laid out on my back all day because I'm reading all day in my cell. I'm early up, so you're mostly in your bed. So, like, but the reason I would say bring the mattress to mind is because it's such an important issue to me. So it's always in my mind, and it's always being put out there into the atmosphere. That it's drawing the attraction. It's constant. I'm gonna get a good mattress. It's not that I need a good mattress or I'm gonna get a good mattress. It's not that I need one. I want one. It's that I'm gonna get one. I already got one. I don't even make my bed because I already know I'm going to get a mattress in the cell. So I don't even get comfortable because I already know. And that's the principle of it. Is the law of attraction is to know it, to believe it, to feel it. And that's with this book too. For like, since I started writing it to survive, for this book to survive a 60-month prison ordeal, I went to the SHU 15, 16 different times. I went to 5 different facilities, 8 different facilities in total, shipping, transportation, cellies, altercations. Now my book, usually when you go to the SHU and you get in a fight or something, like you piss the seal off, all your paperwork gets thrown in the trash. And I could imagine what the seal was looking at when they seen my manuscript. Those book covers, toilet paper, trash bags, pieces of brown bag, book covers, scratch paper, Bible papers, all written on, bro, like in order, all with a tied up with a rubber band. So it survived, fool. I never paid a penny for it, for none of it, bro. Like, to be honest, like, I got free paper, free pencils. They got shipped for free when I transported. Then I came up on a typing ribbon. When it was time to type it, I came up on a typing ribbon, a correction ribbon, all the ink cartridges. It took like 20 ink cartridges just for the typing wheel. Like $40. The typing ribbons are like $10 each. The paper, then 50 copies is $8, and it's a 200-page book. So, and I got 4 copies of it for free. Even finally, when I sent it home.
I'm sorry, I'm interrupting. So you used to walk around with the actual like papers on you? I almost thought like you had it typed down in a laptop or a tablet, because I know fools have tablets in there.
Nah, hell no. I wasn't writing paper in my cell in my locker. I mean, so.
And you had like a typewriter?
They had a typewriter in the day room, but there were like 6 of us that needed to use it, and they only had 2 of them, and one of them was broken, so we'd all have to battle for the typewriter stuff too, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So how long did it take you to write this book?
I started in 2018. I've been actually, bro. It's taken me. It's still not done because I'm doing the next one. So somebody told me there. They said if you take seconds and you make it into, you turn it. It takes 30 years in seconds to make $1 million. But if you turn minutes into $1 billion, it takes 1 billion minutes to make if it takes 43 years in minutes to make $1 billion. And I looked at him and I said, well, you know what? Look, you see that book? This book's taken me 43 years to write. So there's my $1 billion right there. And I mean that. And I know that like now it's not even the money issue with the book. Like, it's the principle of the book behind the book, because like, I don't know how I wrote it.
You said it's not, bro. You said it's not a money issue. So one thing that I noticed, bro, is, so you went on a podcast, and then whenever you're being available to everybody, you're saying anybody that wants my book, I'm giving it away for free. And I was like, what does he mean? Is he gonna give out like paper books all for free or what? But no, what you did is you ended up sending half of the book for free through PDF file, which was pretty fucking cool, man. Because I
got all of it on PDF. This is what I do, like. Hey, Thunder, I seen you on Hood Talks. I'm interested in the book. How can I get it? Hey, thank you for your consideration. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching Hood Talks. We appreciate that. Send me your email. I'll slide you it. So then they slide the email, and like promptly, as soon as they send it, I long press on it. Then I go into my files. I get the first 2 files, first two PDF files. This is the first half of the book. And then I send it. And then I go back to them, and they're wherever the message was. Hey, I sent it to you. Check your spam. That's the first half of the book. If you like it, tap in and support it. It's $25 or whatever you can afford. But for real, like if you really like it and you can't afford it, just give me a reel or give me a review when you're done, and I'll just slide you the rest of it. But like people, I guess they like that. I guess people really like the fact that I get at them personally, and then I don't just sell them my book. I talk to them. I even reach back here. Like I go back to I save their name in my phone, their phone number if they're giving it to me, if they want a hard copy. And then I go, when I'm bored, I'll just sit here. I go back, hey, what's up? How you doing? How you liking the book? Hey, how's your family? Hey, how's your kids? Hey, what's up with your wife? Or they're talking to me about their wives, their kids. They're telling me about their lives, their childhood, and they're not. What's crazy about the book is it opens people up to where now these fools I've met, homies from my hood, that Trigger from my hood, he's a certified murderer, bro. Like he beat his appeal, and he got at me on a message. He said, "I'm surprised that we never ran into each other before. I heard a lot about you. We're from the same hood, from the same generation. We just were incarcerated at different institutions." And I was like, yeah, fool, you're a legend. Fool, like, I've always heard about everything you've done. You've always had my support. When I was in Ironwood, you were on DR. He goes, yeah, I heard you were there. And he's like, you got down. He's reading my book right now. I mean, so that's crazy. I've met family. Family. Hey, dude said, I asked my mom if she had a brother-in-law named Billy, or and this and that, and yeah, you fit all the descriptions without even telling me. My cousin Justin, I met my cousin Justin, my aunt Michelle. I've met several homies that have been out of the
I ended
pen.
up tripping out when you were talking about the green cars, man. You know, both situations. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, this
About the what?
About the green cars. And I'm gonna keep it that way. That way, people could catch some interest and read about it. You know. But two different green cars, a Mustang and an Impala.
Oh yeah. Oh yep.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Right.
bro. I was like,
Alan.
what the fuck? I was like, holy shit, dude. This is real.
The Mustang was Frosty and Kidder, and then the Impala was Allen and the Pacheco clique.
Yeah, man, that shit is fucking crazy. I was reading that in the book. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, god damn.
Hey,
I couldn't believe what I was reading. I was like, holy shit.
There's a lot of that shit in there, right? So where
there is. That's why I tripped out to see it on book because before I even read the book, I already asked you, you know, because I wanted to interview an author, you know, and I asked you what advice did you have for aspiring authors, and you said just go ahead and write it. And one thing I noticed is you did write everything. You said it doesn't matter, just write it. And then I've even seen there was a few like misspelled words, but like I said, I didn't even care because I was reading, I was into it. I was like, holy shit. You know?
Hey bro, like there's stuff in there where you're like, you can't believe it stuff, but look.
No, you can't believe it. It's real people, real fucking times, real events. I was like, what the fuck?
I know at times it feels like I kind of put myself on a pedestal in there, but like, watch, I knocked myself all the way down in there. For like, I've done stuff in my life to the streets that ain't acceptable, and there's no return, and you can't do this, and this is the final lines. Well, I've done a lot of things, and I'm showing you methods of how I still was able, how I left active. You know what I'm saying? I left active, 28 years active, and I've done some crazy ass shit in my life. And if you apply, I don't want you to apply the method the way I use it in a negative light. But if you can see the method that I applied using these methods and flip it to something positive, and that's what you do, bro. Like I done shit in my life on purpose. That's why my dedication is my way.
I was gonna say, one thing I kind of see, man. You know, I feel like a lot of people go through this, man, but it's almost a little bit of self-sabotage, huh?
It's all self-sabotage.
You feel me?
But I had to put parts in that book where I talk about the shit that people don't like people to do out here. You know what I mean? There's certain things on the street that people don't like people to do. You know what I mean? And I done shit like that. And look, I still walked active, and when you read it and then you see what I did, the way I maneuvered it, like after you read this book, you're gonna come back and you're gonna be like, damn, feel like I talked to you and we got a good relationship as friends, but after reading this book, like now I understand you. So our conversation is gonna be dramatically different after you're gonna see me in an entire different light. And now not only are you gonna see me in an entire different light, the book is gonna make you look at yourself and you're gonna see yourself in a new light, because
in a way, people do that in every book they read, man. Like, so far this year, I've read, I'd say 2 books, including half of your book, because I still haven't got the other half, right? But
yeah, I'll send it to you.
But there is a lot of shit there that you know how you say you self-reflect, especially like if you grow up out here. Because me, like I am someone that's reading your book, but not only that, I'm someone that's reading your book in the same town as you know what I mean. See, so a lot of the streets
I got you with.
It's like, oh fuck.
I got you with my marketing scheme. See, now you're hooked. Now you got to buy the rest of it.
Yeah, no, hey, and that's what's good, bro. Because like I said, you skipped the whole publishing process. It's not like you had any hardback or paperback books, or like if you tapped in with Amazon or Kindle, you just straight up said you were a straight independent author. Usually when people are independent, they're independent rappers, but now you're an independent author, bro. Like without even needing any physical copies. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And now it's about to be published and go through a company called Pine Book Printing. So it's about to be published on all platforms: Barnes Noble, hardbook, softback, ebook, audiobook, video book.
And how did you land that?
Soon. I got my whole goal of the book, to be honest, was to keep it as penitentiary and as prison as I can. Written in prison, experienced prison, typed in prison, mailed home from prison. Well, I was been just putting it out there in the air, not in the open, not saying that in the air, but I just been putting my manifestation powers. I just was on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and Messenger, just looking for some individuals that are in prison, bro, that I can reach out to and I can help out, because a part of that book is I want to help people out in prison and expose what they're doing to us in there. But I need people inside of prison to see my same vision, dog. So I was looking on Facebook and I was just in a live and I was rapping, and this dude was giving me some good comments. Like I knew him, and I was like, "Hey, what's up, bro? I know you." He's like, "No, you're feeding my gente." Well, I read all the comments, and I had read a comment, and I was like, "Damn, it sounds like." Like, did she say, like, insinuate that he was busted? So I put in there, "Hey, homie, you inside?" And he said, "Yeah." And I said, "Here's my phone number. I'm reaching out for you." Well, my intentions for the people at first to reach out inside were there were good intentions for them reasons, but then I had other reasons. I had other reasons for them. So I hit him with the other reasons at first, and he was like, "Nah, fuck no, bro." Like I got a label called Pinto Stilo. We're artists. We got a brand. We want to work with you, bro. Like we want your book. We want to see your book. But we just been talking. He's in the penitentiary. They got cell phones in there. So they're in the max and they got cell phones, and they're big older Mexicans, and one's an older Indian from the tribe. He gets all the Indians, and we've been out here. I told him, "Look, I'm out here for you guys right now. I don't work anything. My rent's $520 a month. If we can get that, I'll do anything you guys need to. I just won't do nothing illegal." So now I'm making their merchandise, and Sam said that he's ready to pay for my book to get published, and let's get it off the ground. And all he wants is $3 a book. I'm selling it for $70 a book, but he's gonna get more than that. So I manifested my backers. Well, Sam's getting out in like 2 years, but Jay Pinto Stilo got life because he got a double murder, but he's a good man. He's a Christian man, not on that gangster. So I manifested my book to a T. Now this is the last manifestation. Maybe the listeners, and maybe you can help. I want it to get published by Cell Block Publications. He's a norteño that's in California prison for life. That he publishes books and he started it from inside the walls. If I can get my book published by that man, we can get at him to where multiple people can send this dude letters to where he knows we're serious. He probably gets a lot of letters where I can get it published by Cellbot Publications. That's
how did you learn about them, or like what other series of books do they have?
No, it's just my homie Sack from Sacramento, a norteño homie. He read my book and he's like, "Hey, my homie does this," and he's like, "Look, he opened the Go Viral," and he was all in there, and like this dude doesn't even know I exist right now. And this is me pushing his company, telling you about his company, and me wanting his company to represent my book. He doesn't even have any clue that I'm speaking and that I want. I'm pinpointing his specific company for my book. Like when I was writing this book,
I would say that's crazy, man, because at first I wanted to keep it like no gang shit, because I'm personally not a gang member, so I can't fucking speak on it. But that's crazy, man, that you would reach out to a norteño publisher,
I don't even see him like that. I see it like he's the best at what he does. He's perfect what I want, and he's
like what other books has he published?
He's the biggest distributor of urban books in the United States of America for the prisons.
That's fucking crazy, man, because this is my first time hearing about it too.
Yeah, look him up. Cellblock Publications online. His name's like Mike something. He's a G, dog. Like I want to reach out to him. I want to be able to be on his visiting list. I want to be able to ask me for money. Like I want to bless this dude, bro. And even if he doesn't publish my book, bro, just for what he's done for authors and just black authors in general, a lot of black authors put a lot of them on for like they write them urban books. Like what more better a category can I describe my book as? An urban testimonial self-help book.
That memoir. Part, because I was gonna say, not only are you an author from here in town, but how you say you're a native and Mexican at that too. You know what I mean? So there's not too many. There's not too many people doing that. That which is what caught my attention. A local author. At first, the very first author that I thought I was gonna tap in with was gonna be Raul Ramos, the one that wrote From Essay to Master Jefe, the story from a guy from a gang in South Central LA that ended up joining the Navy and changing his life around. I was out of state working in Washington, and that book ended up, the algorithm just kept on sending me that book over and over and over again. I recently just downloaded it on Audible like 2 days ago. I haven't listened to it yet because I'm listening to another book right now. It's called How to Steal Like an Artist. But
Okay.
but right now I'm also like, like getting through to your book, because I'm not gonna lie and say I read it all in one fucking day, but I got through like 3/4 of it in one day. One day I just sat down. I said, let me fucking read it.
My book.
Yeah.
You don't want to put it down, huh?
Well, I still need to read the second half. I haven't reached out to you because I still haven't finished. Like I said, I'm 3/4 of through with it with the first half. I still need to finish like a quarter of it.
I went to prison already.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're already far. And then another part that did catch my attention, man, that I was reading, man, was the relationship between you and your mom, man. Like,
no, I already know.
Yeah, bro, because not everybody does have good relationships like that with their parents, to be honest, man. I know a lot of people do, but that's even fuck it, relatable when people don't have good functioning families, because some people do have dysfunctional families, but to a certain degree, you know what I mean? So
we weren't dysfunctional, we were just abused.
Yeah. No, it's bad, man. Like it stuck out whenever you guys would be at your pad, and then like your mom would kick it with you guys,
Yeah.
I'd be like,
you could talk about the book, you could go in detail.
Well, yeah, exactly, because I kind of didn't want to, because I don't want to spoil it for people, man. But fucking,
it's such a long book. There's so much in there, bro. I'm good, bro. You could tell. I could even get some stuff that I got some stuff that I wrote when I was in the shoe in Terre Haute underneath the DC Sniper. I could just brought it over here. I got some more. It's called Death Row. At the end of the book, there's like 7 short stories where I talk about more in depth stuff in there.
Like the part that fucked with me, fool, is like when you said the day you lost respect for your mom was the day you guys both smoked meth together, and then and also whenever she gave you money for a sack, and then like for some reason the cops pulled up to your pad, and then she said, yeah, my son's over here, he's gonna go get a sack, he'll be back right now. She's like basically setting you up after fucking she gave you the money, and then you kept it for yourself. Like, because she was gonna set you up. I was like, damn,
keeping it real, right?
I was like, you know what, this is raw. This is some shit that a lot of people, not that a lot of people go through, but they might go through, but they'll be ashamed to say it.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hey, look, like if you listen to my rap, where I said, my childhood, it was a tough one. At least it was one. Trust no bitch, even my mom. Trust none. Now listen to what I said in the book. My bars make perfect sense, don't they?
Yeah. And that's I was to say on something you think you would do Audible. I know we mentioned it earlier, but you think you would actually read your book out loud? Because one thing that I don't like about Audible is sometimes I feel like the authors make better narrators themselves, and some authors they'll have other people read their book, and it's like somebody that shouldn't even be reading their book at all. It'll be like a square ass person fucking reading.
If we make a movie, I'm gonna act in the movie. My only character. When I make it, I am gonna make it an audio book. I'm gonna make the audio book. When we make it an animated cartoon, I'm gonna do the voice.
You're currently doing that right now, aren't you? I've seen pictures of that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on a animated podcast here soon.
That's dope, bro.
Traviaso's animated podcast. We're working on getting me on a YouTube TV show right now with a major actor too, so we're playing on that.
Oh yeah. So let me fucking bring back that same question again, man. What fucking advice do you have for like anybody wanting to be an author?
Just know you can write whatever you want to write, bro.
And you told me that before I read the book, man. And then once I started reading the book, I was like, this fool really did it. This fool really wrote whatever the fuck he wanted to write, I was like, fuck. And like, not to be no fucking kiss ass, man, but that's just fucking inspiring, man. It's like, man, if this guy could do it, man, like anybody else, también, you could do it, man. Like, if you really fucking put effort into it, man, it should inspire other people, like, to fucking go ahead and fucking write whatever the fuck they want. If they want to do a sci-fi fucking novel series, do it. If they want to, write a documentary about fucking dinosaurs or whatever the fuck, do it. You know, like nothing should stop you besides yourself. But even then, man, you should not doubt yourself.
Yeah, like now I'm being able to put my words on music, on beats, and it sounds like I was in the studio the other day. There was good artists in there that I feel that their music's a lot tighter than mine. But when I was in the booth, like I kept just noticing them, like just staring at me for the entire time. And I'd get out, and then when they were playing back my bars, like the best rapper was the oldest brother, Frankie. Like I got my music. I'll send you all 8 songs after this, so you can download them on the site too. So he just kept looking at me, and I was like, "What's up? You think that's just trash?" He was like, "Fool, like." He's like, "Nah, bro, I ain't never heard nobody do it like that before. Like your first time ever in the studio freestyling it. Like he's like, do you hear the shit that you're saying in there, fool? Like to me, like I said, like I don't even want. It don't even matter like that. It don't even make a difference to me anymore because it's always how I feel. Like to you, it may make a difference because it'd be something different, but to me, it's always how I feel. So it's normal to me. So like when I go in there and when they got me on Hoodstocks and he's like, you know how to rap? And I was like, nah, I'm not a rapper, fool. He's like, well, let's see what you can do right here. Remember when he put on the beat?
Oh, you fucking you flipped the script on them. After that freestyle, fucking everybody gave you your respect right there, man. That's why I kind of tripped out on the whole narrative getting pushed afterwards, man. But it is what it is, you know. That's what I'm saying. I'm kind of giving you a redemption shot, man, and keeping it focused on the book, you know, because that's what they said it was gonna be in the beginning, man, and then it just got flipped, man. You know, but
so like,
ain't gonna do that out here.
Real talk means real talk. That means like if you put a real nigga on the spot, it's gonna if you're like these rappers saying they're this and that, they're really out here doing all this crazy stuff. Boom, boom, boom. You know, it's easy to rap about money and stuff when you have it already, but like, hey, come here, let me see. How you feeling today? Put it in words, put that shit on, freestyle that. There should be no problem for anybody. Like, I'm not a rapper, bro, but you see what the first word that came out.
Man. Fucking not everybody has that though. Not everybody knows how to be creative or how to express themselves. No, man. That's why it was dope that you pulled that shit off.
But if you're like a rapper and you're saying that, that's why you know who's really fake, because when you put them on a moment like that, did you hear the first thing that I said out of my mouth in the freestyle? It was what was in my heart at the moment. I'm feeling apologetic, but I'll never say I'm sorry. He kept wanting me to say you're sorry, man. Say you're sorry to the mama. I said, I apologize. I'm feeling apologetic, but I'll never say I'm sorry. And I was sitting there thinking smooth and solid like a one-man army. This fool's trying to disarm me. This fool's trying to harm me. But I'm glad he took a number, homie. Welcome to the party. Now we can get it started. Once he said what he said, now we can get it started. It don't matter who's the hardest, because at the end, someone's going to be discarded. Now, welcome to the garden, because you're finally departed. You're 6 feet deep, so your catch is fucking guarded. Look at the situation at hand, right? He wanted me to say I was sorry. I didn't. I apologize. He was trying to harm me. He was trying to disarm my character. Everything. I said it all right there, bro, bar for bar. Like, if you listen to that shit, well, I'm not writing my own coattail, bro, but when I go back and I look at what I did, and if he looked at what I did and what I said and what I meant when I said, like, that's a Picasso right there, bro. Think about that.
No,
right?
you pulled it off, man. You really did that shit, man. So far, you got this book going on for you. You're gonna be doing voiceovers for not comedy, but like cartoon podcast, animated podcast, I should say. And then
animated podcast.
Yes, and then you're also you're starting to rap, man. What direction do you want to go to, like in 2024, with all this that you got going on? Like, what's the end goal with it?
I want to be able to connect with Homeboy Industries and preach my testimony of how they took the tattoo off my face and how they're a redemption company, penitentiary based as well. Father Greg's a great man from the streets. Actually, it's crazy because last week he hit me up in my message on my text, on my phone number. Yeah.
I remember you were trying to get in contact with him, so that's pretty cool. He contacted you?
My book. Yeah, and I sent him my book, so we're trying to see what's up, bro. So I got my websites out, ogkennythunder.com. Go ahead and check me out. Once again, ogkennythunder.com, capital OG Kenny Thunder. My book's on there. You could actually open the webpage the book's on there with the cover. You can open the book and you can read the first 48 pages for free on right there on the website. There's some podcasts that I've been on. There's some book reviews. There's some other stuff that I wrote on there about outreach, transformation. You just go check the website out. I mean, you can't.
That's OG Kenny Thunder?
Yep, I own it. OGKennyThunder.com. That is my domain. I own that.
That's right. What about social medias? Because you said, we were talking earlier, you said that there's a lot of fake pages going on around you, imitating you.
Yeah, the only social medias I have is Kenny Thunder Messenger, Kenny Thunder TikTok, Kenny.Thunder.11 Instagram, and Kenny Thunderburk Instagram. Anything else is not me. I talk like, bro, usually if you hit me up with a message real quick, I say, what's up? What's good? Stuff.
That's one thing I noticed, man, when you were on that podcast, man, that right away you were telling everybody, like, tap in with me. I'll send you the book for free. I'm available. If you guys want me to tap in with you, I will. And you have, I have this small little podcast, and I was like, you know what? Let me see what's up with him. And, to my surprise, man, you were tapping in. You were writing back. You sent your number. You sent the book. You kept in touch with me. So, you kept your word. You kept it tight on your end, So that's why I was like, all right, cool. You're the first author. You're the first author I have on my podcast. I've had graffiti artists, MMA fighters, film directors, dudes that just freshly came out of prison, and you're the first author I have on my podcast so far, man. So that's a portfolio I have. I haven't had any rappers, and I'm kind of like staying away from that, but fucking, I think this is cool, man, that I was able to get somebody that's local from here, because I never would have thought that there would be any authors here in Bakersfield. Like rappers, they're a dime a dozen. They're everywhere. Dog breeders, same thing, But as far as people writing a book and writing the dope story that was real, that's real in the field, it's like, all right.
I speak about Bakersfield in there, the streets and everything.
No, you do. Like the little fucking streets. I was like, oh shit, I live in this area. I was like, I
lived across the street from South High School, right there. Across the street from Plans Park, right on the corner of Burrow Street. Right, I could be able to kick it out there, and other girls would come to my house right across the street.
Man, and that park is cracking, man. So you lived there when they still had the swimming pools, huh?
Yep. And then I lived right there on Pacheco, too.
You lived by Karma Court, you said, right?
Right across the street.
And the Cerna Vista apartments?
The blue ones, the blue apartments. No, not the Sierra Vista. Those are the brown ones.
Yeah.
Not the big mobile park that got the two entrances. It's the blue ones. Across the street. Karma Court's on the corner.
Yeah, no, I know where Karma Court's at, man. Like a lot of friends, my friends live there, man. So I even had a homie out there. He currently lives in Colorado, but he lived right at the cul-de-sac, like at the end of it. And I used to play a video game called Grand Theft Auto.
Well, you know where the cul-de-sac is? How it got the apartments, and you got to be walking down towards the 7-Eleven, towards Union, to get to the cul-de-sac. That's at the end of where it's like a residential street right there, right?
Yeah.
Well, right across the street from there, there's a blue apartments that got like a little cul-de-sac driveway back there. And they connect to the Tierra. They connect to the Tierra del Sol.
The mobile home park.
Yeah, the Tierra del Sol's behind them.
Oh, okay, I know where
it's
at.
There's a little church. There's a little church, and there's the entrance right to one of the Tierra del Sols. And there's brown apartments, another pair of brown apartments, and then the blue ones.
Yeah, the ones with the gate, huh?
Nah, there's no gate on none of them.
Those ones?
There's no gates on none of them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because there's some apartments over there with gates, like kind of passing down the Tierra del Sol and all that.
Yeah, all the way down. Well, there used to be a big old dirt field right there before. Going towards the fast strip.
Yeah, I was to say they got the greens. You mentioned that in the book, too.
The greens is the other way down behind the common court.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy, man? I trip out that you mentioned like crazy shit that popped off right there back in the day. It's still cracking to this day. It's still popping off, but it's not green no more. It's all dirt. Like
Oh, in the green?
yeah, because it was called the greens because there was like it was just a field, you know, like actual grass and shit. There's no more grass, man. It's all fucking dried up, but people still call it the greens. And
so you know where Monitor Park's at, where the black guys chased me from?
Yeah, fucking and that's what I call it too, Monitor Park. I think it's I don't even know the real name of it. I think it was Casacoyo or some bullshit. Nah.
Yeah.
But I call it Monitor Park right there too.
So you're saying what you're saying is like this is some random dude that I just barely met. I didn't even know nothing of your history, and you're reading my book, and it's pinpoint on dead location.
You know, that's how I was like, what the fuck am I reading? I thought you were gonna be talking about the you know, the southeast side of town, but you're over here talking about like my area and shit. I was like, what the fuck? That's dope. Like, this shit's fucking cool.
Spread the word. Tell your friends, bro, and if they want it, tell them to reach out, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I've been telling close homies and shit. You know, like, hey, fucking read this book. You know, but you know what's crazy? You could fucking write something dope here local, and not everybody's gonna fucking read it because there's not a lot of people that are literate. Like, even then, like, some people, they'll listen to a podcast, but they won't listen to an audiobook. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is it's still cool though that you ended up fucking writing this book and you know, giving all descriptive details and shit, man, because you know, I didn't think anybody would actually do it out here, but it's fucking dope, and I hope more people actually do it, you know, because man, it's dope fucking to see people not just read but write actual books. Write books, make money from it, fucking start going to podcasts, you know, start doing shit like that. Like, it's cool. I fucks with it.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro. Like, thought about this book got me through a whole prison days, bro. So,
and how long were you in prison for? You said it's from 2018, and you got out not long ago.
Yeah, October 11th.
October 11th. That's crazy. The very first dude I interviewed that got out of prison came out in Halloween, and he did federal time, but he was in there for like a political crime. He was out here when there was George Floyd protest. He ended up hitting like a U.S. Marshal with the hammer and shit. Yeah. But yeah, man, is there anything else you'd like to say? We got a little, well, not a little bit of time. We got some time left, you know. Is there like anything you want to say? Any acapellas you'd like to share? Anything like that?
I could hit you with a poem. My favorite poem.
Hey, spit it, man.
Hold on, let me get it real quick. It's called Better, dog.
Better?
Yeah, because I just want better. That's all I ever wanted was better, dog. This is what I got. This coincides with everything in the book. All right, so let me fix my screen real quick. Right, I said I tried to warn them, but they took no heed. As a follower, I learned to lead. I slit my wrist, I learned to bleed. And in my garden, I plucked the weeds. The Bible states we're gods. What's the chances I defy this odds and escape this pod, surrounded by losers I got nothing in common with? I'm a ghost, something anonymous. When I leave here, I'll never look back. I said some things to my family that I never took back. Shit, I wish I was a better brother. I wish I had a better mother. Matter of fact, I just wish we were better to each other. But you can't erase the hands of time. Sitting in the pain erased all plans of mine. I felt like Nelson Mandela in my prime. I just want a better life. I just wanted the world, but I guess crime made a better life. My pops had to make a decision because of my uncle and aunt. They had 5 other kids who were stuck in a trance. He couldn't advance. What the fuck you expect? All my mom showed me was fucking neglect, plucking a check from SSI. Pops said I was a soldier so I would not cry. My family wonders why I did the shit that I did. It's because my mom only looked at me like I was a fucked up kid. She never even took the chance to know me. All she ever tried to do was fuck my homies. Right then I told the world to fucking blow me, so it's right back to the fucking know me. So I chronicled my life. It didn't have no chapters. Shattered my dreams of being a rapper. Ain't no laughter. Ain't no after. It's here and fucking now. I curse when I pray and I don't ever fucking bow. I wish I had a better living. I wish I was a better Christian. I wish I didn't have division. All I wish is better, better, better. I write my family letter, letter, letter. Do I get a reply? Never, never, never. All I want to do is sever, 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 because I've been doing this shit for ever, ever, ever. The Reverend says I need to pray more. When my grandma died, my heart flew like a claymore. I found out my uncle passed when I was locked in confinement, and I did not cry because my heart was lost and I did not find it. They say my verses are dark and full of gloom. How would you feel if you were locked in a room? Fuck what you heard, dog. This ain't a cartoon. I'm really unlocked behind a steel door. I lost my heart, don't make me steal yours. I'm pissed, angry, hurt, mad, all the above. Separated from all that I love. I can't call home, they took that privilege. And in my mind's eye, I see this fucking image of my sister with one breast and no hair. Why, God, it's no fair. Show me your purposes. It's hard to believe in heaven when I suffer on surfaces. I ain't seen my dad since 2011. Both my grandparents passed, but now they're in heaven. My sister says, oh, by the way, I'm cancer-free. I won, God answer me. But I still got a baby sister that's locked in a box. I vent when I write, so I'm dropping these thoughts, scrawling these lyrics in a hurry. My vision is blurry. I wish I had a better way of controlling my fury. That's the better right there.
Hey, I fucked with it, man. I got all these buttons right here, man. I'm not sure which one's which, man, but I would have hit the applause button right there, man. That's fucking dope, man. I fucks with it. Right, hearing that message, it reminded me of something of that book that I forgot to mention, man. I still haven't got to the parts of your sister yet, besides the part that you mentioned that your sister was always there. That your sister was always there whenever you got shot up. Your sister was always there when you ended up taking off. You know, that your sister was always there in the midst of all the bullshit, but that you never really realized it.
Yeah, no, I don't know how I forgot that either.
But you wrote it down though, man. So I haven't read the second part of the book. Do you want to give any excerpts of it, or like any of your favorite parts of the book?
My favorite part of the book is the end.
The end?
Because I finished it.
That's right.
That was actually, bro, like, the other day I wrote the back cover. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
The other day I wrote the back cover, like what the book was about, and then I wrote my author's biography, and I sent it so we could have it put on the back of my book and print it out and sent with the hard copies. And writing the back of my book and finishing that, it made me cry, bro. Like, seriously, full on cry. So, like,
it made you cry because it was a proud moment, or why?
Sometimes I don't know, bro.
It was just I would imagine that being a proud feeling. You wrote a fucking book, bro. It's not everybody that could say that. Like I said, I know a lot of homies that fucking rap. You know, they have songs, they have albums, they do music videos. You know, in the beginning, that shit used to be like, hell yeah, that's fucking dope, but everybody does it now. I don't know nobody that's a fucking author. You know what I mean? Like, that's something different in a good way, man. I hope this inspires other people to go ahead and start writing some shit. You know, write down their personal experiences, write down, you know, a deep message that you would like to share to the world. Because, you know, I'm very fucking bad with computers. I'm gonna put it out there, or I think I have put it out there before. But, you know, seeing somebody from what was that?
I learned using a typewriter. I've never used a typewriter before.
Exactly, like you pulled off writing a book with a fucking typewriter. You know, like not a lot of people could fucking do that. So, you know, this is fucking. It's some inspiration, man. Like if Kenny could do it, man, you could do it too. You know, and I think that's the narrative you should be pushing, man. Is you know, your book, the message. As far as the book, you said it's $70. Where could people hit you up with that? You said Kenny Thunder or KennyThunder.com?
OGKennyThunder.com.
OGKennyThunder.com. And
our Instagram, Kenny.Thunder.11. Kenny Thunder Messenger, Kenny Thunder TikTok. I'll get back to you.
And that book, it's a paperback, right? But it comes with pictures included and all that.
Pictures, art, poetry, handwritten poetry, all that.
And that poetry, it wasn't included in the PDF, huh?
Yeah, it is. It's at the very end.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's why I still haven't gotten to it. Because, like I mentioned, I've only read through the half of it. But now, I would say, yeah, man, fuck it. So, is there like any last words, any shout outs you'd like to give to anyone? We got like 15 minutes left.
I wanted, like, the people that got me started on this was Young Dom, Bad News Day, Locked Out TV, Pocho Podcast, you taking the chance out of me. Good Stocks, Controversial Chicano.
Shout out Controversial Chicano, man. I've been tapping in with him lately, too.
Program Time, Por Siempre Records. Everybody if I forgot you, everybody that in the Cali Hood Media, Frank's Vibes, Tika, all them, everybody, bro, everybody that.
I was gonna say, I've been noticing you've been tapping in with a lot of promotional pages, or is it the other way around? A lot of promotional pages been tapping in with you.
Both, like Cincinnati Donnie, Fear Dog, like they just both. I hit them up, they hit me up, and before I didn't really have nothing to send them. That's why I'm gonna get at least a couple songs to pique their interest, and I can be like, "But here, this is what I'm really here about in this book."
Hell yeah!
You know what I mean?
I honestly think you catch people's interest with the book, like. I think you should push the book more than anything, and you're even.
I do.
Hey, no,
you know
how
don't. Hard it is. You know how hard it is to like. Hey, you want to read my book? Like, yeah, when I get time. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I do know, bro. I do know, and I'd say that because, back you're older than me, so you were around before cell phones were even a thing. You used to see people read comic books, read magazines, read tabloids. All these motherfuckers do now is scroll. The motherfuckers just scroll down Instagram, Facebook, but you're doing good with promoting your book, and I think maybe you should start doing like little excerpts of your book, and even how you ended up doing the poetry, do little poetry videos, and that will kind of catch people's interest a little bit more. But I've seen you're even doing numbers on TikTok, huh?
Yeah, no, 50-50, yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm doing all right.
Hell yeah.
When they don't now they don't let me message, and sometimes they don't let me follow and shit like that. Yeah, but other than that, I do all right. I got a little following. I'm trying to get my new TikTok up. It's Kenny Thunder. Let me see what it is.
I personally don't have a TikTok myself, but I'm at the point where it's like, fuck, if I can't beat them, join them, because, everybody that's actually blowing up and doing good, it's all off of TikTok. I feel like.
My new TikTok account is Kenny.Thunder37.
Kenny.Thunder/37? Oh, not 37?
Hold on. Kenny.Thunder37.
All right. So we already did everything, basically. We already got, we spoke about your book. We spoke about the publishing. Ended up going through any advice that you'd give to people wanting to become authors. Is there anything else that you actually that you want to aim for? Like I said, you are doing the rap thing, you are doing the voiceover thing.
Just stay sober, bro. Like, drugs ain't the issue. They only make things worse. You're gonna use your money on it. First off, you're gonna spend your attention on it. Second off, you're gonna get your body down. You're gonna mess your mental state up. So.
And let's clear the air with everybody, man. Do you still do drugs?
No, I've been sober since 2018, December 14th. I ain't used nothing. I smoke a vape, but weed doesn't do nothing to me. I don't take any medications. I don't do any of that, bro. I'm just skinny because I don't eat right out here. I don't really have an appetite.
And can you go into depth with that? Because you said there's certain foods that you won't eat because you got traumatized from being in there, right?
Not traumatized. I just don't like them. Top ramens and stuff like that.
I don't fuck with top ramen either, and I've never been locked up. I just don't like it, and I know it's unhealthy as fuck, I know some dude that survives off of that shit. Like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? But, now that fucking... Well, shit, I think that's gonna be a wrap, Kenny.
And just
Fucking any last words, any shout outs you want to say, man?
no, I'm good. Just to thank you for your time and your consideration, bro. Like, let's move this book, bro. You help me move this book, I'll help you move too. You know what I'm saying? Like, financially wise too. If I'm making any sales off this podcast, hey, I got you through this podcast, and you're gonna get paid. You're gonna get, even though it's a couple dollars, $2 or $3, it's still something that it's just thought. You know what I mean?
Shit, so, man, I still haven't got to that point, you know, where I make any money from any of this podcast. I did 17 episodes on another podcast I had beforehand. It was me and somebody else, but then, you know, some bullshit ended up happening, and
that's when you do it.
You know, hey, shit, I wish, bro, but fucking this shit is easier said than done. Like what I've noticed, it's because last time we ended up planning like a whole year to fucking do this shit, right? And like,
what would I need to do?
I'm gonna be straight up. What you need to do is buy something called a Roadcaster. It's like a 600 thing. It's that the machine I showed you earlier, where it records. It's called a Roadcaster. You get that. You get your microphones. You get a headphone. You get a SD card, and you start recording with it. I actually have somebody edit for me, and so like this place. They charge me by the hour, right, to use their equipment because this ain't my equipment. At first, well, it's my mics and then the lights and all this other shit. But the Roadcaster is not mine because we're like sharing it. But I use it by the hour, and then afterwards I end up taking it to somebody to edit for me because, like I said, I'm not tech savvy. So if I could do this shit that I am not tech savvy at all, and you already did your book, then boom, you could do one yourself, bro, and run it the way you want it to, you know? I could like give you tips and pointers, bro, let you know how it is that I do it and what it is I do.
Yeah.
You know, I don't mind doing that shit.
We can get together and do that. We could do that on we'll just go with me first getting the equipment first, okay?
Yeah, the equipment, like I've seen bundle deals for like 1,300, 1,500, some shit like that. You know, but that would be with all the mics and everything that you need included. The way we did it is we kind of bought everything piece by piece, and I almost feel like it kind of costed a little bit more that way.
That's cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I just got a lot on my mind. Like right now, I'm going through some shit. My roommate came back from vacation talking about the landlord said we're both evicted. He's already moving all that shit out, leaving here in a day or so. Like I ain't got nowhere to go. Like I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen here, but.
And you're in Tehachapi right now?
Yeah.
Earlier you said that rent was like just under $6, huh? I was gonna say you cannot find nothing like that out here in Bakersfield, man. Not even in Oyodell. Fucking Oyodell, man. Shit starts off like around 800, 900 if you're lucky for something like small. But even at that, man, it's Oyodell. You know how shit is over there.
Yeah, I already know. Yeah, Oyodell's stressed out. It's still stressed out,
bro. It's becoming little Skid Row. I have a homie that lives right there on Lincoln Avenue, and there's always some shit going on right there. Always some fight, always someone getting stabbed, always someone getting shot, always someone overdosing. Every day, guaranteed.
Yeah.
And it's bad, bro. Like I wasn't staying with him for a while, but I kind of was. Fucking Oyodell is wild, bro. You know them honky tonks.
Yeah, I already know.
But yeah, man. Okay, is there any fucking wild story you want to say? We got like 5 minutes left, man. Or I could even end it early, man. However you want it.
No, just all this is new to me, dog. So I make mistakes. I was supposed to be on the platform name. I was supposed to be on a really big platform, but the haters got to me. Got to the person I was supposed to be on the platform. So now, as of right now, we're not doing it no more. That's messed me up. It was a dream come true right there. Feel like these haters won. So
Hey,
I give it to
it
him.
could still happen, man. But you know, you just gotta move different. You know, like if you seen some shit, because you know we live in a time where everybody gets easily offended. You know, so you know you just gotta move a little bit different, man, and just strive to fucking do better. You know, because I have a feeling you might still be able to pull it off, man. Like there is more podcasts, man. That ain't the only one, and you know you could get that traction again, man. You just gotta keep doing your things, and it's cool that you mentioned that you know this is your first time ever going through something like this. I think it's like that for a lot of people too, fool. Like I never been no podcaster and shit like that. I'm still learning how to speak. I listen to myself speak sometimes. I'm like, God damn, I sound ignorant. You know what I mean? Like, has that ever happened to you, bro? Like you see yourself after a podcast and you're like, fuck.
Yeah, every one of them.
Shit. I was to say there's some other fools, like other podcasters I've seen, and some other podcasters told him like, "Hey, bro, don't crash out." You know, like last time you came out to the show, you crashed out. I'm like, you know, a lot of people that it's a thin line between crashing out and between going viral. You know, it's like fuck. I'm not one of those that kind of stirs up controversy and shit like that. That's why I was like, let's keep it on the book. Let's keep it, you know, just on the some entrepreneur shit. Cause that's basically the way I want to move about things, man. I want to just interview a lot of local people from here in Bakersfield, man, and a lot of success stories, you know. So I know I'm not no fucking big ass platform or nothing, man. But either way, I'm still glad that I was able to have an hour of your time, bro, and that you were able to share your experiences and you know just the process of what it took for you to write this book. You know, as someone from out here, you're not from like LA, you're not from San Diego, you're from right here, these local streets. You know, so that should be an inspiration for you know anybody else, man. If you have an idea to you know write a book or do a documentary, do a music video, become a rapper, go ahead and do it. You know, even if you might not be the best and if you make mistakes along the way, I think the biggest mistake you could ever do is doubt yourself and not do something.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, you know what? I'm gonna end up closing up this episode. Thank you once again, man, for joining us. This has been your boy Cancer Cannabis with special guest Kenny Thunder. And
thank you for having me, bro. This interview, like the end of it, kind of got me in my head. So it's, you know, if I turn down a little bit, just because I'm a real dude, I get emotional and shit. Like,
hey, and you know what? Like a lot of people like to act like they don't go through bullshit, man. But I went through years of back-to-back bullshit. You know, I barely have like a year or two that things kind of been getting back to normal, and I'm still readjusting to that. But I could imagine somebody that's been incarcerated for the majority of their life. You know what I mean? Like I've mentioned earlier, man, self-sabotage is real. And that's kind of like what I ended up reading and catching in that book, because I've self-sabotaged too. So it's crazy seeing somebody else do it, especially if you go through those kinds of patterns yourself, you know? So yeah. I enjoyed your book, bro. I give your book a 4.5, and I say that because I still haven't finished reading it. I still have
4.5 out of 10?
No, out of 5, fool.
Oh, okay.
I don't go through 10. Like, damn, that's a lie. You're like out of 10. Nah, out of 5. You know? And I still haven't read the rest of the book, man. So after this interview, man, fuck it. I'll tap in with you, man, see if I can download the rest. You know, because sure. I would like to read it, man. But yeah, this has been your boy Cancer Cannabis, man, and thank you guys for joining us on this episode.
Thank you, bro, for having me. I appreciate you. One love.
One love, man. I'll see you guys next week. Thank you.
Yes, sir.